This is the lecture from eSkills Zone. To benefit from the lecture, you should download the free lecture notes from eskillszone.com. Hi students, welcome. This thing is when you are trying to learn new language, unless you have done sufficient practice, it is a bit difficult to get fluent and confident and comfortable. So we will start with some examples, and of course I'm sure it's going to help you to be more confident and more comfortable when you will be communicating once you have learned and done sufficient practice. So in this video we will be having practice about present indefinite tense. So let's look at some examples. So here, let's say he goes to school. That's a positive sentence, and now we want to make it negative, so it will be he does not go to school. Now in order to make it interrogative, we'll be starting with helping verb, so it will be does he go to school. In present indefinite, two helping verbs. The first one is do and the other one is does. We use do with I, we, you and they, whereas we use does with he, she and it. Now let's have another example. She rides bicycle. So that's a positive sentence. The negative will be she does not ride bicycle. So now in order to make it interrogative, we need to bring helping verb in the starting, and it's going to be does she ride bicycle. So that's what it's going to be. Okay, so what I was telling you is that when you are trying to convert a positive sentence into negative, what you do, you place an not in between helping verb, which is, for example, in this case does, and verb is this, go. Now in order to make it negative, we'll be mentioning they do not go to market. Now we need to convert this positive sentence into interrogative, and it's going to be do they go to market. So this is going to be easy for you. The only concern you should be having is vocabulary. That's equally important, because unless you don't have sufficient words bank, if you don't know too many words in the language you want to learn, then you need to equally carry and focus your all efforts to build and to strengthen that weak area. In this case, we're talking about vocabulary. So let's move ahead and see if we can have some more examples that can help us. I take shower. So now let's make it negative. I do not take shower. Now in order to make it interrogative, we need to say do I take shower. We have more or less covered different pronouns. Here we have he, she, with a I. So I guess we should do with some other which are left. We eat food. Now in order to convert this one into negative, we'll say we do not eat food. And if now we need to, if you look at this way, for example here, just would like to emphasize on this, that's very important. You see this is a helping verb which is do, and eat is a verb, so I'm keeping in place in the center not. So now we need to convert and convert this sentence from positive into interrogative. So we'll be doing this way. We'll need to bring in the start of the sentence helping verb which is do, we eat food. So that's how it's going to be. Now let's take another example. She goes for shopping. Now we need to convert this positive into negative, so it's going to be she does not go for shopping. There is one more thing which I need to tell you, and I'll tell you just in a second, because that's equally important. We'll convert this into interrogative. Does she go for shopping? Question mark. You might have noticed in this sentence, this one which I'm highlighting now, she goes for shopping. I'm going to make it bold, and let me change the color of this too, or let me highlight in yellow this one, and I'll show you another one. Okay, this one, he goes to school. I'm going to make it bold and highlight it. You see, I've used es in both of these sentences. Just let me give you a quick recap on what I told you at that time. In present indefinite tense, for the positive sentences, you need to use s or es with the first form of the verb. That's important. That's a grammatical requirement. If you don't meet this requirement, the sentence will not be taken as correct with grammatical point of view. So you need to keep this in mind. Now we need to have another sentence with it. So it rains. You see here I have added only s because the word rains it's ending with consonant. And what are the consonants? Consonants, all alphabets of the English language which are not A, E, I, O, U. Because A, E, I, O, U, these are vowels, and we use with them when a word ends with any of these 5 letters, A, E, I, O, U, we use es. As you can see, it is highlighted, she goes, so O is a vowel, and that's why we are adding es. Whereas when the word ends with consonant in rains, it rains in this case, this one is ending with consonant, we'll be adding s. So now let's convert this from positive into negative. So it does not rain. Now I'm going to convert a positive sentence, this one, to interrogative. So it will be, does it rain? Question mark. So that's how it will be. I mean, this is the way you need to practice. Unless you will not have practice, it will not be easy for you to be confident and to have a complete command over this language you're learning as a new language. happy learning. I will see you next video. Till then, bye. This is the lecture from eSkills Zone. To benefit from the lecture, you should download the free lecture notes from eskillszone.com.